Assalamu alaikum, welcome to ACT practice. Today we're going to do some question about geometry. So let's start with the first question. So here in the figure to the right, what is the value of y? So here we have a right triangle. So here we're going to use the Pythagorean theorem. So if this is, for example, my A, this is B, and this is C. So we know the formula of the Pythagorean theorem is A square plus B square equals C square. So I use this formula here, so I have y squared plus 3 squared equals 6 squared. So here I will have y squared plus 9 equal 36. So now minus 9 both sides. So I got y squared equal 27. Then I take square root. So y would be square root of 27. I use always plus and minus. But you should know that this is a distance and the distance is positive. That means the minus is not going to be my choice. So y will be square root of 27. So my answer is B. In the figure to the right, so circle P has diameter 2. So we have the diameter here is 2. And here we have diameter 1. So the diameter here is 1. Alright, so we know that the formula of the area using the diameter is pi times d squared over 4. So this is the area. Now, what is the area of the shaded region? So the area of the shaded region is the outer circle minus the inner circle. So I will do the area of P minus the area of Q. So which means I will have pi times 2 square over 4 minus pi times 1 square over 4. So that means I will have pi times 4 over, and this is 3 pi over 4. So the answer is A. Questions? So QRST is a square, so which means all are equal. So it looks from here to here is 3. So the whole thing here is 6, and here is 6. That means the side is 6. And if the shaded region is bounded by arc of circle with center QRST. Alright, this is an arc of a center. That means this is 1/4 of a circle. So this is 1/4 of the circle. 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 In fact, we have all of them. They make one circle. The radius of the circle here you see from this is the center. So that means from here to radius 3. So that means all of them they have 3 as radius. That means in fact what do we have? We have a square and we have a circle. So what I do, I'm going to take the area to find the shaded. I take the area of the square minus the area of the circle with radius 3. So the area of the square is, we have 6 times 6 is 36. So we have the area of the square minus area of circle. So this is exactly how I will get the area of the shaded region. So here the area of the square is 6. I have a square side s s, so the area is s square. So here is the circle r pi r square. So it's going to be 36 minus 9 pi. So to explain this again, so here what do we have? We have a square. So from 3 and this is 6 by 6 square, and this is one circle. To find out the shading, what I did, the 1/4 of the circle, I'm taking in the square and from it, it gives me this shaded. So 46 pi, and this is what the answer is. Next square. The area of each circle is 2 pi, so we have the area of each one is 2 pi. So this is 2 pi. So we know that the area is pi r square. So if the area is equal to pi, so if I divide by pi here, I will have r square equal to, that means r equals square root of 2. So that means the radius is square root of 2, and which means the diameter is 2 square root of 2 because the diameter is twice the radius. So here we have 2 square root of 2, and here we have 2 square root of 2. If I get them together, so this means this is 4 square root of 2. That means the length of the square is 4 square root of 2. And the same thing here is 4 square root of 2. Now, so what's the area of the square? So is the side times side. So I will have the area is 4 square root of 2 times 4 square root of 2. So which is going to give me 16 times 2, which is 32. Because square root of 2 times square root of 2 is 2. 4 times 4 is 16, and it's 32. So E is my of the circle. Then y equal to, so look at this. So this this is all the radius. This side is the radius. This side is the radius. That means this is equal side. If we have a triangle with two equal sides, this means isosceles, which means that this side, this angle is 51 because by definition the base angle of isosceles triangle are congruent. So if this one is 51, this one is 51. Now this one is straightforward because the sum of the triangle or the angle of the triangle is 180. So I have y plus 51 plus 51 is 180. So we'll have y plus 102 is 180. So if I subtract 102 both sides, I get y is 78. So D is my answer. Next question. Here in the figure to the right, the value of a plus b is, all right, look here, it's right angle. Here is right angle. What does it mean? That those two sides are parallel. If those two sides are parallel, that means those two angles are alternating interior. Alternating interior. So if they are alternating interior, that means they are congruent, which means that a equal 29. And this is 90 degree. That means this one again is 90 degree because those are supplementary angles. So this angle and this angle are supplementary angle. So if this is 90, obviously this one is 90. So therefore B equal 90. If I add those two, so I got 90 plus 29 is going to be 119. B is my answer. Next question. So if L1 is parallel to L2, so that means those two are parallel. So what's the value of x? So this and this are congruent because they are corresponding angle. If those two are parallel and we have a transversal line, so it's if I extend this, you see, so this become a transversal line. So those two angles are corresponding angle. And if those two are parallel, the corresponding angle are congruent. So this means S is in fact is x. So the total here is 5x plus x is equal to what? Is 360 because it's make a circle. So now I have 6x equal 360. If I divide by 6, I got x equal 60. So C is my answer. Next question. In the figure to the right, O is the center of the circle. Which of the following must be true? So if this is the center, we know that this is the radius. This is the radius. That means this is congruent, and this is isosceles triangle. The base of isosceles triangle, the base angle of the isosceles triangle are congruent. So this is going to be 59. So if this is 59, so therefore this one will be 62. If I add all of them, it's going to give me 180. So this is going to be 62. And we know if the angle is greater, the opposite side is a bigger side. So more the angle is greater, more the opposite side to that angle is longer. So which means that PQ is the longest side. So here we have PQ is greater than OQ. PQ greater than OQ. This is true. So it's look like the first answer is the right answer. OQ is greater than OP is greater than OQ. This is not true because this is isosceles. They must be equal. So let's move on. So in the figure to the right, x is both the radius of the largest circle and the diameter of the smaller circle. So this means the radius for the small circle is x over 2. Okay, the area of the shaded region. So the area of the shaded region, so is the area of the outer minus the area of the inner. So area of the outer is pi x squared because it's the radius minus the inner, which is pi x over 2 squared because the radius of the inner is pi over 2. So here I will have pi x squared minus pi x squared over 4. So if I make common denominator, so we'll have 3 pi x squared over 4, and it's C. No, it's not C. Right, okay, 4, 3, but I didn't pay attention to that. So 3, 4. So be careful on this type of mistake. The right answer. In the figure to the right, the circle with center O is inscribed on that. The combined area of the shaded region is, so we're talking about this area and this area. So we know that if I take the outer, the area of this the square minus the area of the circle, is going to give me the region of those two. So if I take, for example, like I say here, the area of the square is 36. What's the area of the circle? Because the radius here is 3, because the diameter is equal to the side of the circle, which means the radius is 3 here. The radius is 3. This is the radius from here to here is 3. So that means it's going to be pi 3 square. So this will be 36 minus 9 pi. But this difference, it will give me the area of those 4 spots. But I don't need the 4 spots. What I need only those 2. And those 2 is half of the 4. Those, those 2, you see, is half of the 4. So what I do here, divide by 2. So here I will end up having 18 minus 9 pi over 2, or look what do we have? Okay, here. See, we have this. We didn't simplify. So this is my answer. So I was planning to do 18 minus 9 over 2 pi, but we don't have this form here. So this is my answer. Next, find out PS first. So this is 10 this one is 8. So to find out x, so I'm going to use Pythagorean theorem. So we know that x squared plus 8 squared equal 10 squared. So here I will have x squared plus 64 equal 100. So minus 64 both sides. X squared equal 36, which means that x equals 6. So if x equals 6 here, then to find out qs is more easier because we know that qs square is 5 square plus 6 square. So it's going to be 36 plus 25, which is 61. So qs will be the square root of 61, which is b. Next question. So POQ is 70. So POQ is 70, which means that y plus x plus 20 is 70. So I minus 20 both sides. So y plus x is 50. So y is 50 minus x. And we know that x is greater than 15. So which means that if I multiply here by minus, I flip the sign, I will have minus x is less than minus 15. So if I add 50 both sides, I will have 50 minus x is less than 35. And this is y, because y is 15 minus x. So y should be less than 35, and b is my answer. Next question. So in the figure to the right, we have L is parallel to K, so they're parallel, which means those are corresponding angle. If they're corresponding angle, they are congruent. So I have y equal to y minus 75. So minus y both sides. So I got 0 equal y minus 75 plus 75. And I got 75 is my y, and D is my answer. So this is about the first part of the geometric question. So thank you for watching the video, and if you have any comments, please do so. It will help me improve my way of teaching. Thank you for watching the video again, and Assalamu alaikum.